Check that out. What was that? All the best, fellas.
So welcome back everybody to the National Tennis Centre here in Roehampton. The first semi-final just about to get underway of the Masters Cup, and it's Simon Roberts against Elliott Mould. Well, if you've got plans this evening, I'd cancel them because this could go on for some time.
Love 15.
Some start.
Mould even laughing during that rally when the ball came back in play from Roberts. Full stretch, puts the lob up, finds the line.
Love 14.
Mould doing a good job early of opening up the court with his backhand, finding some short angles, which Roberts doesn't look like he's quite used to.
Yeah, 4 great points already here. And it's long, and it's an immediate break for Elliott Mould. Perfect start for him.
Touchdown.
Good sign of intent from Mould there in that game. He looks very focused, which you have to be when you play Roberts.
It's just chalk and cheese to the previous match we've watched, isn't it?
Yeah, we saw more ground strokes in that opening rally than we did in the entirety of the match before.
Love 15.
You can see Roberts taking up the wide returning position on the outside, trying to take away Mould's kick serve, which is one of his strengths. Very smart, but I think those advertising hoardings might come into play.
13, 15.
Well, you've got to go back to September 2016 for the last time that Simon Roberts lost a touch tennis match. Lost to Stu Searle in the semi-finals. Since then he's won his last 8 events.
That's a decent streak. And you can see how he's able to make that happen, actually. He's a very consistent player. Doesn't fluctuate much, but also has the ability to really dial up his focus at the end of sets.
Deuce.
So chance to break straight back.
Deuce side.
So good defence from Simon Roberts. It looked like Mould was all over him in that point. He found a way to stick in it.
Yeah, that's Roberts at his best there. When he's on the dead run, you think he's done in the point, finds a way to get back in it. And how Mould responds to those type of points is going to be very, very important here.
Yeah, just kept plugging away.
30 love.
Some big hits on the forehand wing from Mould there.
13-15.
Able to get Roberts off balance.
Just long.
40-15.
Just long, but a nice change of rhythm from Mould in that rally. The softer inside-out ball, just to give Roberts something different to look at.
A big return from Elliott Mould.
40-30.
Certainly showing signs of an aggressive intent here. Oh, it's a shame. It's another good return. Took it really early, Mould, to be disappointed to have missed that. But Roberts now leads 2-1.
So that's good to see him do that, though. Take the return early. Look to come in behind it. Never know, later on in the match, Roberts might be having to think about that when he's looking to serve out wide. I think we're in for a fairly physical match here. There's going to be a lot of baseline exchanges, lots of work with the legs having to be done if you want to win this match.
Just wide.
15 love. All. 15-30. All.
30, forehand from Mould, and Roberts now with a couple of break points. Oh, it's an incredible volley from Elliott Mould.
Really soft hands there. Great passing shot from Roberts.
Deuce side.
So deciding points. And he's missed it.
Game.
And Roberts breaks. And is in the driver's seat now in this opening set, leads by 3 games to 1. Got a little fortunate with the net cord. Does favour that backhand slice, doesn't he, Roberts? You rarely see him actually hit a topspin backhand.
Yeah, tends to goad the opponents into overplaying.
Just the master at turning defence into attack, Simon Roberts, and he's done it again there.
He did so much well in that rally, Mould, actually. Some changes of rhythm, managed to move him, had his chance, but Roberts amazing at turning that point around.
Love.
And there is the first set. Simon Roberts takes it by 4 games to 1. It's amazing, when you watch him, you don't really think he's doing anything particularly special, and then you look up and he's just won it 4-1.
Yeah, that's the effect he has on the people he plays against, unfortunately. You can feel like you have to do a little bit too much, you overpress. I think Mould actually didn't play too bad a set of touch tennis there.
Was that in? Love seat. Love 30.
Mould under pressure early in the second set.
Yeah, great return. Now love 40. Things beginning to look a little ominous out there. Oh, it's a wonderful pass to get the break. Simon Roberts in complete control out there. Leads by a set and a break.
First game, second set.
that's a good tactic against Roberts. Go towards his backhand. He likes to slice it back and then come in.
I think approaching to his forehand can be very, very tricky. But if you can get into the backhand, there's a chance he's going to be chipping it or he's going to feel a little bit rushed. So I'd like to see Mould, if he wants to stay attacking in this match, to look to come forwards into the backhand corner. Rare error there. Giving Mould a lead in the game. He hasn't had too many.
Such a good return, but Roberts just picks him off at will.
30 all.
There you go. Very, very good stuff from Mould there. Picked the right ball to come in behind. Gave himself a simple volley.
And a couple of break points. And there is the break. So he breaks straight back, Elliott Mould. 1 game all now in this second set.
And you do feel when you watch this match between these two players, Mould almost has a bit of a decision to make. I mean, he's lost his last 5 in a row against Roberts. So he either needs to do something a little bit different or find a way of executing much, much better. And the first set, unfortunately, looked a bit business as usual in the way that they played their last few matches.
Love 15. Love 30.
Yeah, you've got to go back to 2013 for the last time that Elliott Mould beat Simon Roberts. That was in the final of the Babylop Masters Cup.
Up. 15, 30.
Tough.
15,
Good forehand into the corner, but ball back in play as per usual from Roberts. Nicely played. Net cord helped, but opened the court up with the serve and then played into the space. But you would like to see something a little bit different from Mould sometimes. Bear in mind he's lost his last 5 matches to him in straight sets and hasn't reached a tie-break in any of those.
Well, he's just gifted a break back there. And Roberts again in control. Leads a set and a break, 2-1 in the second.
Roberts leads 2 games to 1. Second set out by 1 set to love. Luke, just quickly, 4 new balls out the bag.
great volley. Great angle that he managed to find, Elliott Mould.
Love 15.
That's very good, and that's the execution required if you want to win playing in that style.
Out. Love 30. Out. Love 40. Game ball.
Wow, pretty uncharacteristic service game there from Simon Roberts. All credit to Elliott Mould, not going away. Levels it up again, 2 games all now.
Nicely done. On the front foot, being aggressive.
Out. 15 all.
Well, it's like playing against a brick wall at times.
15, 30.
2 big forehand hits, ball back in play. That's what you know you're going to get.
Oh dear.
15, 40.
15-40.
A bit of a hangover from the point before, I think.
Oh, you'll take all the luck you can get.
30, 40.
Yeah, it's good for Mould. Nice change up. Taking the pace off the ball, finding a nice angle.
Deciding point.
Ah, a great volley and a great hold. 15-40 down, Elliott Mould finds a way and now leads by 3 games to 2.
Really nice to see a change of complete change of tempo from Mould there. Trying to change the course of the match. Hopefully he's seeing here that if he just keeps playing the same way, it's going to be very tough to beat Roberts. But some changes of pace, making Roberts have to hit over his backhand, not just slice, could make it tricky for him. Crowd getting into it here as well.
On the line, but wide. You're on the line, but wide. He's on the baseline. On the baseline, but wide.
So Mould not happy with the
15
call.
A close one there. Hawkeye not yet in touch tennis, but knowing Rashid, it's only a matter of maybe a year or two. Great point from Mould there. Was patient, but still aggressive. Well done.
Roberts uses that defensive lob better than anyone else. Knows it's so hard to hit a winner off the overhead. It's such a great shot to get him back in the point.
Elliott Mould right now 2 points away from winning his first set against Simon Roberts in his last would be 6 appearances, including this one.
Trying to be super aggressive with the return, the sabre as Roger Federer called it. Oh, can you believe it?
That is brutal at 30 all. Very nice of him to give that back. It's horrible at 30 all. And now we have a set point for Mould.
An opportunity this is. You feel as though he has to take it. For the first time since 2013, Elliott Mould has won a set off Simon Roberts. And we are going the distance out here on centre court.
4 games to 2.
Really great display of patience from Mould there in that last point. Did well not to try and pull the trigger on the forehand too early. Kept playing into the backhand corner, knowing that Roberts wasn't going to hurt him. Then once he got his opportunity, in behind the forehand, forcing Roberts to play up into the air, and did well to put the smash away. So impressive set from Mould.
During that second set, it looked as though, certainly at the start, that Elliott Mould's time in this tournament was going to be a fairly short-lived one, but he did really well to fight back. And it's going to be interesting to see how this final set pans out. It's going to be Elliott Mould to start us off.
Another well-structured point from Mould. In behind the forehand into the backhand.
Oh, he's just dragged it wide.
13-15.
Well, that strategy has been paying dividends for him. And using the short inside-out angle, making Roberts play up, playing into the forehand corner, then coming in early to the backhand. It's a few times now where he's had a lot of joy with that.
Dragged it again.
40-30. Deuce.
He's had good success at the net recently, Elliott Mould. Roberts has struggled to pass him. Deciding point coming up. Oh, he's missed the volley. Great defence again from Roberts, and he gets the early break in the deciding set.
Roberts leads 1 game to love, final set.
Great level of touch tennis here now. A lot of thought behind it as well from Mould. He's not pulling the trigger too early. You can see when he comes into the forehand of Roberts, Roberts has a few more options. He's able to pull it cross court quite sharply. With the backhand, he's having to resort to the lob.
every time Roberts broke in the second set, Mould was able to find a way to break straight back. So can he do likewise here?
Out. Love 15. Out. Love 13.
It's a good start again from Mould. Yeah, it's really nice.
Early backhand into the backhand corner.
14.
So 4 breakback points.
Fifteen, 14.
Oh, great volley. And the break back for Elliott Mould. 1 game all now.
1 game all.
Certainly seems to be coming forward more often now, doesn't he? Slight change in tactic.
Absolutely.
Love
It's
15.
picking the time to come forward is the key for him, and that's what he did very, very well in the second set. Had a very good balance of when to come forwards and when to just keep rallying with Roberts.
Love 13.
Yeah, these are gifts at the moment. And another game littered with unforced errors here from Elliott Mould, and 4 more break points, this time for Roberts. And another one. Not a game that Elliott Mould will remember too fondly, and Roberts again edges ahead. 2-1 final set.
2 games to 1 final set.
I don't know why he just doesn't keep his towel by his chair.
Yeah.
He's wasted too much energy just walking back and forth to fetch his towel during this match.
Yeah, he tends to seem to forget it after the game. Could potentially ask a ball boy to bring that for him. The ball kid. The ball kid's a great addition here at this year's Masters.
Yeah, got to hand it to all of them, giving up their time to come and help out today.
Speeding up the play. Not that they could make the Seoul Miyotto match any quicker, but they have sped everything up, so very grateful to them.
And Roberts here needs to focus on holding serve. He's struggled to do so recently.
A rare backhand slice error.
He's had a bit of fortune today, as Simon Roberts.
15 all.
Oh, it's one of the points of the day. Roberts somehow kept finding a way to get it back.
15-13.
Had to win the point 4 times there, Mould.
Oh, it's a wonderful forehand. It's a good return from Mould. Took it really early.
30 all.
Problem with that early return is as soon as you don't get as good a hit as you need, you're out of position.
Oh, it's an incredible volley. Thought Roberts had done enough with that backhand pass. So another couple of break points.
Oh, that is sloppy.
Juice. Deciding point.
Goes long, and he breaks again. Neither player capable of holding serve at the moment. 2 games all.
2 games all. Final set.
Very interested to see how he approaches this game now. His last service game, having broken, was not his finest moment. See if he can raise the quality here. Not quite. A few neck cords in the rally. Just has to stay in the rally long enough to find his offensive opportunity.
all.
Mould will take that.
All.
Big moments here. 2 all, 30 all and third.
Well, if Mould can hold here, he'd fancy his chances of winning because Roberts has really struggled to hold serve recently. Back himself to break him in the next game. He's hit it wide. And again, you've got to hand it to Roberts. The defence during that point was just incredible.
That can be very disheartening when you're down the other end. He had his chance to win the point, but it's one thing you have to accept against Roberts. Going to have to hit a few smashes before the ball goes away.
So another couple of break points here.
That point's changed it from potentially 2 game points to now he faces 2 break points.
Nice wide. And it's another break for Simon Roberts, who will in a couple of moments' time be coming out to serve for a place in yet another final.
But a hold is no guarantee here, that's for sure. We've seen how he's been in this match. Mould has been able to make a lot of inroads into the Roberts serve. So no guarantee of this match being over.
Yeah, Mould will be disappointed how the final few points of that previous game went.
Well, the 30-all point was a big one for him. Had a few smashes that couldn't quite go away. And his head completely covered by the towel right now. Maybe engrossed in some deep meditation, who knows. But he's going to come out and he's going to have to break to keep his dream alive at the 2017 Masters. So here we go. Serving for a place in the final, it's Simon Roberts.
Out.
That's a shame. Decent rally up until that final shot.
15 love.
Had the volley on his racket there. But now just 2 points away.
Out. 40 love.
No, just 1 point away. 4 match points. And the machine rolls on. The man who's won his last 8 tournaments is gunning to make it 9 here in Roehampton. And he's looking a pretty sure thing to do just that. All credit to Elliott Mould. He pushed him all the way, but in the end, Roberts prevails. 4-1, 2-4, 4-2.